All right, hello again. So last but not least in the alignment list is Stigmators. Okay, so already got my beam on and everything. Like to see what it's having us do as far as preparation, but we can again check the mono centering. All right, condenser. Oh, nope, we just did that. Stigmators. All right. All right. Smallest C2 aperture. We already have that from the previous alignments. All right, so we're centering the beam, but it says do not stigmate. Okay, so let's listen. Okay, so now we need to recenter it again without stigmating. So what this is doing is it's balancing the stigmators. The idea being that when you adjust the stigmators, the beam doesn't move. Okay, that's the whole idea behind this. And then the last thing it's going to do after you balance them is it's going to give you the ability to then finally actually stigmate the beam. Okay, and that looks pretty good as is. Come on. Again, you can draw, hold down shift. That should make it, keep it a circle, right? If you don't, you can do this. Um, let's see, if you hold down shift, it keeps the aspect ratio, so then you have to draw a new one. So anyways, if you click, hold down shift, and then drag, it will draw a perfect circle for you. All right. Moving along. So that's LM TEM. So now we're doing the same thing in LM probe. So now focus and then center. And again, we're not stigmating here. Not yet anyway. All right, now we can recenter. Okay. What I'm doing, you can't see this, but I'm hitting the fine button on my left hand panel to make sure I'm using the finest adjustment here when I'm adjusting the correction here. And now it's saying, go ahead, stigmate. Okay, so. Okay, so there's a little bit there. Okay, there we go. All right, moving on to microprobe TEM. I'm gonna move this to the middle here just to make it a little easier as a reference point. Okay, so that's already pretty well centered. It's a little hard, right? Because it becomes elliptical, so you kind of have to, where's the center, right? Um, you have to make your best guess here. This looks like it could be shifted to the left a little bit. You can look for similarity, like this looks symmetric, right? Across the cross grading, based on where I have the, thing centered. So that's one of the things you can do. All right, it's good enough, I think. Right, and it's saying go ahead and stigmate. Okay, looks good. All right, so this is microprobe probe mode. Okay. So yeah, this is basically this exactly what we have to do for all of these is very much just the same exact thing here. Okay. Center beam, balance the two, balance the stigmators, balance one for X, balance one for Y, and then stigmate. And it's that simple. So this one's pretty quick to do, pretty easy to do. Okay, so now we're in nanoprobe TEM. Okay, looks already centered well. Um, looks still centered reasonably well. Okay, and then it's saying, if you want to stigmate, go ahead. I can't, yeah, it's not letting me do anything with the intensity knob. So, all right, so that's good. All right, so then we got to do condenser for Lorentz TEM and Lorentz probe. Oh my, look at that. That's good. Okay, that's a little bit off. Okay. Whoops. Right. Go with high res mode here. Okay. And again, my intensity knob is not active here. Let's see here. All right, looks good. All right, Lorentz probe. And do not stigmate, or very bad things will happen if you stigmate now. All right. Recentering. Recentering. Okay. All right. We got to do 3 more. Okay, center beam, do not stigmate. So based on what I saw earlier, it looked like this might be off quite a bit. I don't know. We'll see here in a minute, depending on how this kind of shakes out, but it looked to me like it was, yeah, needed some tweaking here, but we'll see. Okay, well that looks okay. So does that. Okay. Well, is it really? Now it looks like it might need to be shifted. No, I think it's reasonable here. So, okay. All right. All right. So now it's asking us to stigmate the image itself. So we can boost the mag up. We got to stay in SA range though. That's what it's telling us. And we actually do have control of the condensers here. All right, the FFT looks pretty good here. So I'm not even gonna tweak with it here. So okay, everything looks good. All right, very good. All right, there's 2 more here. Center beam, recenter, but don't stigmate. Wonder how many times that's happened where someone stigmated it and didn't realize it. I've done that, you know. You set these up, enough times, you'll make mistakes like that. Okay, so that's off a little bit. Okay, stigmate image. I mean, it looks fine. So yeah, I'm not even gonna mess with it. Okay, great. All right, 1 more left. Objective stigmator alignment must have been done first, which we did. TEM mode was fully been aligned, which we did. Okay, center beam. Okay, recenter beam. Well, and looks like it's still centered pretty well. Let me turn off the CCD here. Okay, that's all right. Okay, that's also okay. And we are done. All right, let's save our handiwork. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and click beam shift here and recenter it. So that of course, now after I adjust this beam shift and I come back here, I can save it. That will get saved in there. Okay. The direct alignments, that all gets saved into the alignment file as well. Okay. But we have just done the full base alignment. of the microscope, okay, from gun through stigmators. Now, of course, one of the things you do have to do as well is you have to tune the corrector, okay? I've done videos on this before, so I don't think it's probably necessary for me to redo that, but that is the additional thing that you would need to do at this point is you would have to do a corrector tuning, okay? Um, yeah, that's not covered just in these base alignments, if you will. The ones beyond that, though, where it says calibrate and these other ones, these are applications, and um, yeah, that might be a different playlist, if you will. So here, let me go ahead and, but that goes into the alignment file as well. All this stuff as well goes in there. So, and a lot of these are not very difficult or time consuming to do. So some of them are convenience more than anything, like these calibrate, nanoprobe, HM, TEM, element, like all those ones. So, okay, all right. So I hope you found that useful. I know a lot of people asked about it. And please let me know, of course, if you have any questions.